there as we expected. The Bulldogs up by 1 at intermission down at Thurston Pavilion. 2 other games tonight in conference. Santa Clara, who is in 3rd place, tied with Oregon State at 9-4, taking on the 3rd team that's tied for 3rd place in the conference, Portland Pilots. That game up in Portland tonight. Both teams 9-4. That will tip off at 5 p.m. And then the Waves of Pepperdine are at the Hilltop at USF at 5 o'clock as well. Both, the USF at 7-6 in conference, Pepperdine at 6-7. Oregon State will have first possession here in the second half. They get a perimeter jumper, no good, but an offensive putback inside by Laura Alonso. She's been very active for Oregon State today. Celeste off of the bench for the Beavers.
Yeah, last game against Santa Clara, she had 11 points and 6 rebounds in 15 minutes. And, this is the 5th time she scored in double figures this year, so maybe peaking at the right time.
Well, the Tiger lead down to 9 here, 33-24. Pacific with 7 seconds to shoot. Bartholomew above the free throw line, launches and misses. Schuler in transition. Both teams, I was going to say with the original starting lineup, but that's not true for the Beavers. The Tigers poke it away, get a steal. 11th turnover on the Beavers. Nesterov pulls up and misses. Too strong off the back iron. Good defense there by Oregon State. Really made her take that jump shot instead of dishing it off for an easy one inside.
Yeah, they stopped her cold in the key.
One of the reasons they allow 61 points a game. Tremendous plays like that in transition. 3-point shot attempt by Field, who started here in the second half but did not start the game, and inside another easy one. And very active on the first 2 offensive rebounds are the Beavers to get within 7 here. Szabo. Tigers going to have to get that energy level right back to where they were in the first half. Don't want the offense to dry up. Bartholomew with a beautiful move off the pivot foot over Alonso for 2. 35-26, back up by 9 are the Tigers.
She heard you that time, Dawn. She's like, yep, let me get these numbers up.
Yeah. Well, you get that offense going, it just really helps on the defensive end, energy-wise, doesn't it?
It does. Just, you can not relax, but just know, mentally it's just a whole nother ball game.
Benderman with good defense as Schuler reaches in, flip shot, well contested, that will not go. Tigers in transition, swing it. Szabo likes that corner, misses it off the backboard. Don't see Sella miss it that bad ever from that spot. She loves the corners.
Yeah, that was a little surprising to see.
And the Tigers now 1 of 7 in the basketball game from beyond the arc. Body check foul on the Tigers. It's going to go on Minderman.
Lots of the crowd booing at that call.
Well, it's going to be the 3rd on Sophia Minderman. She'll have to come out. Bartholomew's going to get a quick breather as Nia Lowry checks back in for the Tigers. The 6-foot, checked at the 5'11" guard from Sacramento. What do we got here? We're going to check
a little review
on the call, who the foul was on or what here? Danielle Johnson. They're reviewing something. Josh Batten will come over and talk to us. Yeah, they're just reviewing something. He wouldn't go into specifics there.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually did not see the play. Did we get a look at that, Michael, or not, as to what it could be here on the replay? Yeah, we're not 100% sure if they're looking at the Minderman foul call and who it was on, or flagrant to the face. Anyway, we'll wait for that. Sydney Ward of Pacific has 499 career rebounds here as she nears the end of her career, a couple of weeks away. Her next rebound, Celeste, will be the 500th rebound in her career, and certainly will be just about to inside the top 10 all time here at Pacific. All right, let's see. All right, so the ball was poked away. They did call the foul on Minderman. So again, the foul call is not whose ball possession it is there. So we'll get an explanation of what they're exactly looking at here. Danielle Johnson, the crew chief today. The Tigers in that first half, by the way, had the lead 13 minutes and 11 seconds in that first half. Oregon State led for 6.5 minutes. The game was tied one time, and there were 9 lead changes. So the game went back and forth quite a bit until the Tigers kind of took control in that second quarter with a 15-7 run, and led by 11 at halftime. And we're 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the third quarter here. All right, so maybe they're not going to call. Did they end up calling a foul? Let's take a look. Tyler. All right, so that's what they were looking at, whether there was a foul, Celeste. So they end up not calling a foul on Minderman, so she still remains with 2 personals. It is possession to Oregon State, however, but nonetheless a good review, results-wise, if you're a Tiger fan.
Absolutely good. Good for Minderman. And Coach Davis has been pretty adamant. You know, he just wants to make sure they're calling the blocks on both ends.
Coach Davis definitely not happy about something. Baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Schuler. There she is, the ever-present Kennedy Schuler with a beautiful offensive rebound and putback. Schuler's got 12 points here. Within 7 are the Beavers, 35-28 as Nestorov wants a pick, gets it from Bartholomew. Keeps the ball, now gets it. So actually that was Miracle Laban who's in there at the moment. Got the jump shot a little bit short. And Oregon State in transition. 6:45 remaining, third quarter. Nestorov with too much body there will pick up the personal foul. First personal on Daria, second team foul on the Tigers. So Laban spelled Bartholomew just for a moment there. Winner back out on the floor. Tigers desperately need Bartholomew on the floor today for her scoring and rebounding against this big, tough squad of Oregon State. Beautiful backdoor cut off the high-low type of action, and Schuler got the benefit of a beautiful pass there. Within 5 are the Beavers. If you think they're going to go away, you've got something else coming. The Tigers got to remain intense here on both ends of the floor. 6:10 to go, third quarter. Lowry's going to travel. Drug that pivot foot as she was looking for the open player up top. Bradley Davis wants the timeout. He'll get it. 6:09 remains. Third quarter, Oregon State on a run. They've cut the deficit in half. 35-30 Tigers on ESPN+. Oregon State on an 8-2 run to open up the first 3 minutes, 51 seconds of the third quarter. Celeste, you like the activity on the glass here by Oregon State, some second chance points.
Yeah, you know, they had 6 in this quarter alone, and now, you know, they're up by 8 as far as second chance points, and it's put them right back into this game, Don.
Kennedy Schuler struggling with possession there, but gathers it back, works against Szabo. Trapped in the key, kick out for Bolden. She'll launch for 3 and hit it. Only the second three-pointer of the afternoon for Oregon State on 8 attempts, but that time Bolden hits her first triple. She's been quiet in this ball game to now, but that draws Oregon State within 2. Bartholomew looking to drive, has ball knocked away, gathers it back, works against Alfonso down low, and then loses possession again, gets it back. Nesterov, short. Then you could just see the energy and the intensity Oregon State here in the second half, getting them right back in this basketball game.
Oregon doing a great job executing on defense, and it really provides their offense and promotes their offense on the other end.
Well, Bolden looking to be more aggressive offensively, hits the fadeaway. So 5 points in the last minute for her. That ties it up, 35 all. The Tigers have given up an 11-point halftime lead halfway through the third quarter. Nia Lowry, instant offense off the Tigers bench, has the ball deflected, loose on the floor, grabbed by the Beavers. They can take the lead with this possession. Nice pick by Alfonso. Down low they go, back to Alonso. Jumper rims out. Bartholomew grabs the rebound for Pacific. That is rebound number 6 of the ball game to go with 8 points for Bartholomew. Got a look at a three, didn't take it. Not a big three-point threat out there. Szabo got to the rim and then is fouled at the last second. Stella Szabo with a good aggressive move. And when the jump shots aren't going, Celeste, it becomes vital, right, to get to the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, worst case scenario at the line, but, you know, really just trying to get in there, get Oregon State kind of like off their defensive game.
Szabo only 50% on the year at the charity stripe. As good of a three-point shooter that she is, she just struggles for whatever reasons at the 15-foot mark uncontested. Stella 6 points in the ball game. Check that, 2 for 5 from the floor. Is 2 of 4 from the free throw line after missing those 2. Kennedy Schuler goes all the way to the rim and scores, and you see the championship pedigree of the Oregon State Beavers. Not fazed by an 11-point halftime deficit. They've made it all the way back and now take the lead until Nesterov gets to the rim and scores for the Tigers. 8 points for Nesterov. We're knotted up at 37 apiece. Rebound Pacific. They can go back on top. Great ball game from Stockton this afternoon. Valentine's Day, happy to have you with us. Perimeter jumper by Bartholomew, no good. Ward with a terrific rebound, and then is off balance and is underneath the basket. She had no choice but to just throw it up there. And good hustle by Sydney. She just couldn't gather herself or kick it out to a teammate.
Yeah, smart play for what she was given with.
3:15 to go in the quarter as Schuler backs the dribble off. 10 seconds to shoot for the Beavers. Schuler gets around Bartholomew, and then Winter bodies her up and knocks her down for the foul call. 2 more free throws for Kennedy Schuler, and she just pretty much looks to drive every time she touches the ball, Celeste. And if you're Pacific, you really got to force her to shoot the ball from the outside, not dribble penetrate.
Yeah, you know, she's had 3 games where she's had 20 or more points, and against Santa Clara, she had 13 points, 9 assists. She does love to drive, get in there, make that offensive work and happen.
5 of 7 at the free throw line in the ball game is the junior from Gresham, Oregon. Got them both. Oregon State back up by 2, 39-37. Ward out there with Bartholomew, Nesterov, Liv Jurgensen. Winter had a good look at it there from 10 feet away, but too strong.
Yeah, nice pass there by Nesterov, too, with the dump pass.
Backdoor cut by the Beavers, now in the corner. Long 3, got it. Jenna Villa, who also was quiet in that first half, she knocks down the long distance 3 from the far corner. And the Beavers up by 5 here. Tigers look a little hesitant here offensively. Here in the second half, the Oregon State's defense has certainly ratcheted up without question. And now a hand check foul on Bolden up top will be her first personal, second team foul with 2:19 to go in the third quarter.
Oregon State doing such a great job, Don, reading those screens, going up over them or under them, cut off the pass or the player.
Down low, Bartholomew has, boy, she got great position, and then a foul call on Bartholomew, who was backing in to Lindemans after that missed shot to go for the rebound.
I thought for sure they were going to call that on Lindemans.
Bradley Davis really into this basketball game. Didn't agree with that call, but nonetheless, Bartholomew picks up her second personal foul. 2:05 to go in the quarter as Lindemann works up top. Bartholomew tries to poke it away. You can't pick up a third foul here. Jump ball. Well, Bartholomew got away with it, Celeste, but you're a little holding your breath.
Yeah.
But somehow managed to tie it up. So that's going to be a turnover as possession arrow to Pacific, and winner Bartholomew will check out. Lamerica Laban will check back in, the freshman from Mississippi for the Tigers. You just don't have the scoring threat with Laban out there that you do with Bartholomew. So Ward, recognizing that, makes a beautiful dump-off pass to Laban. What a nice dump-off pass. Lamerica Laban with the bucket. 42-39. Tigers within 3. Ward reached over and drew the foul call. That's a good call. Tigers don't like it, but Ward did not have her hands straight up there. They were extended, and Bradley Davis really given an earful to Josh Batten here.
I agree. Usually Ward can get there in time and put her hands up, and that time she just wasn't planted.
Tough call, but Ward picks up personal number 2 of the ball game. Free throw line, Villa, who's terrific. It's 87%, as we touched on in the first half. She's starting to warm up, Celeste. Not a good sign if you're a Tiger fan. Both free throws good. Villa will now check out and get a breather.
Villa last game against Santa Clara had a double-double with 15 points and 12 rebounds. She shot 6 for 20, Dawn. Before that, her last 5 games, she struggled, so she's coming on strong.
She's got 8 points as she checks out right now. Nesterov works around the pick, and Tigers swing it. Zabo definitely likes that corner, misses it too strong. Rebound to Oregon State. Ward went down, an incidental contact, and hustles back to play D. Nene So is in the ball game for Oregon State. All the way to the rack is Kennedy Schuler with a left hand, and the Tigers defensively break down there, and just like that, it's a 7-point lead for Oregon State after being down by 11 at halftime. An 18-point differential here in the third quarter, Celeste.
Yeah, and excellent coaching here. Nene Snow is 6'8", Dawn.
How about that?
6'8", yes, and you can see them really trying to wear down the Tigers on offense with the defense.
Great offensive rebound by the hustling Ward off the Nesterov miss, and Sydney's going to get 2 free throws here. Nene So out of Brussels, Belgium. Transferred from Utah this past summer. 62% from the floor this year is So. Doesn't play a lot, 14 minutes a ball game. Here's Ward for Pacific, a terrific free throw shooter traditionally. Again this year, Sydney over 80%, 83 to be precise, 83% from the line. The number 2 rebounder in the West Coast Conference at 8.6 rebounds a game. Sydney Ward. Biology major, wanting to go to med school after she gets done with her career at Pacific. Substitution for Oregon State. Lindemans gets back in there. Athena also in for Coach Scott Ruick. Ward with good hustle pokes it out of bounds.
And the Tigers put a full court press to kind of disrupt the Oregon State's offense and rhythm there.
5-point deficit for Pacific. 28.4 seconds remaining, third quarter. Athena triggers it in. Now we got a foul on Lamerica Laban here. Tigers are in the penalties on more free throws for Oregon State, Celeste. This will be number 16 and 17 of the ball game. The Tigers have shot 6 free throws in this ball game.
Tigers have not shot enough at the free throw line. Really need to get going and scoring towards the basket, draw those fouls.
Bolden and Schuler have been sensational, as has Villa in this third quarter for the Beavers. Both free throws good by Bolden. She's got a dozen points in the ball game. Schuler, by the way, is up to 20 points in this basketball game. Kennedy Schuler, 6 of 8 at the line, 7 of 13 at the floor. Shot clock off. Tigers looking to take the last shot, trailing by 7 as we speak. Little confusion as to the play set. Nesterov looking to juke Villa, can't do so. Ward's going to have to step out now. Nesterov's going to have to launch a 3. Contested, scores! Off the left wing, Daria Nesterov, who was well contested, but drains the triple. That is a huge shot, and we'll see if that brings some momentum Pacific's way as we go to the fourth quarter. After 3 quarters from Stockton on Valentine's Day, the Oregon State Beavers 48, Pacific Tigers 44. We'll take the break. Oregon State defense clamps down on the Tigers, who only shot 25% from the floor in that third period. 4 of 16. 1 of 4 from downtown were the Tigers. And meanwhile, Oregon State shoots 56% on 9 of 16. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc to score 26 points in that third quarter, Celeste, after having only 22 at halftime.
Yeah, Bolden and Villa were really quiet in that first half. We kind of talked about that, and just this third quarter, they have been representing.
Well, Villa opens up the fourth quarter with a long-distance 3 on a high-arcing triple that hit nothing but bottom of the net. Puts the Beavers back up by 7. Ward evades the defender nicely and then leans back to the left to score inside. Sydney Ward with 9 points in the basket. Check that, 11 points now. Nesterov has 15, Bartholomew 8 for the Tigers, who trail again by 5. Got to have good defense here if you're a Pacific Tiger. That time Ward with her hand straight up defended the shot, which missed. Rebound by Oregon State. And then Bartholomew rips down the second rebound possession here in that Oregon State second shot there. Bartholomew grabs her 7th rebound of the ball game. So Oregon State outscores Pacific 26-11 in that third quarter. Bartholomew to the rack, off balance, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, contact on the putback, no good, but the foul finally called on that, late on that. And the winner will get to the free throw line to shoot only the 7th and 8th free throws of the basketball game for Pacific. Winner this year, 79%. For a post player, Celeste, she's a very good free throw shooter. Just has a nice touch around that 15-foot mark, doesn't she?
Yeah, she really does. As a post player, you just get used to bodies all the time. And so when you're up there on the free throw line and there's no body against you, it's just a whole different shot. She does a great job outside and in.
Back to a 4-point deficit for Pacific. To the rack is Schuler. Somehow, some way, she constantly gets to the rack. Around the defenders on the perimeter.
Yeah, Schuler's season high is 24 points. She's really close to that right now.
6-point lead.
Yeah.
For Oregon State. Minderman back in there. They need her to get going. She kind of rushed that shot. It looked wide open, but missed it badly short and left. Down in Los Angeles, LMU 57-52 over Gonzaga. Just inside of 8 minutes to go in that game.
Wow. I can't wait to watch that one back.
Field with a long shot that misses badly for Oregon State. Tigers with possession. Bartholomew from behind. Who's the ball off of here?
I think it went off Villa.
Tigers catch a break there, although crowd upset a foul wasn't called there. So Pacific basketball, Minderman loves that spot and hits it. Got the friendly roll 3 times off the iron, but a big 3 there by the freshman from Folsom. Gets the Tigers within 3 and the audience and the crowd back in the ballgame.
Yeah, they're cheering for her. That quick release she has, you know, just looking at the defense and how she gets that shot off so quickly. is really phenomenal.
Bartholomew deflects the pass after a beautiful switch out on Villa, and the Tigers force the turnover, number 14 of the ball game on Oregon State. Ward sets a pick for Szabo, and the Tigers well around the perimeter. Ward wanted that ball down low in the post, couldn't get it to her. Minderman jab step, now takes the baseline. Off the window short, gets to the foul. Free throw line as Field whistled for the blocking foul. Usually only good things happen when you take it to the rack, Celeste, from an offensive standpoint.
Agreed.
Minderman had that nice jab step. The defender didn't really bite on it. And then you don't see Minderman drive baseline around the jab step very often, but that time did so nicely. Minderman, 8.6 points a ball game entering play today. Gets both free throws there. She's got 9 today. As the Tigers now 7 of 10 at the charity stripe. They're back within 1. 53-52, 6:45 to go in the regulation. Laura Alonso hands the ball to Bolden, gets to the rim, too easy.
What a great read by Bolden. She comes all the way out to the key, sees that lane is back open, and drives back in.
Bolden with 14. Schuler has 22. Villa has 11. Minderman, high arcing distance 3. Hits the front iron twice. Rebound Pacific. And Szabo is hammered on the putback attempt. She'll get 2 free throws here.
Great job for the Tigers, crashing the boards, looking to get closer to the basket, drawing those fouls, creating some contacts and getting to the line.
Well, they're getting some offensive boards here and getting fouled. Szabo, 7 points now in the basketball game. She's 3 of 5 at the stripe today. Has missed all 3 shots from beyond the arc in this one. The Tigers as a team, 3 of 12 from beyond the three-point line. Both free throws good. It's back to a 1-point deficit for the Tigers, 55-54. Kennedy Schuler calling out a play set's going to get a pick from Laura Alonso. Then Minderman this time plays good defense, forces the shot to miss, and then Bartholomew from behind can't contain the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds by Winner. Couldn't contain it. Alonso on the backside was really harassing Bartholomew to force that deflected rebound out of bounds off of Pacific.
Yeah, Bartholomew had a body on her, just couldn't hold on to it.
Bolden against Ward. Sydney tried to draw the offensive foul there, couldn't do so. So now in the half court, Schuler will go to work. Minderman has a hand in her face. Schuler says, no problem. I'll take the 10-foot fadeaway and hit it. Kennedy Schuler and a 1-person wrecking crew here in the second half. 24 points for her now.
She is fearless. Called Sydney Ward.
Yeah, they call the offensive foul on Sydney Ward, who drove baseline and apparently used the offhand there. So that is a turnover as it goes, the offensive foul. Oregon State with a 3-point lead. Schuler avoids the first defender. Now Ward picks her up inside the paint. Beautiful spin back move with the right hand. Tigers are just going to have to get the ball out of her hands somehow with a double team here.
Yes, they definitely need to trap down low. Have somebody come try to rip the ball from behind.
26 points for Schuler. How about that?
Amazing.
The average is 12. Tigers trail it here by 5. We're inside of 5 minutes to go. Bartholomew strong to the rack. Beautiful move. Scores inside against Alonso. Beautiful play by Winter Bartholomew. She was not going to be denied on that take to the rack. Within 3 are the Tigers. 4:35 to go. Bartholomew is going to pick up a foul here. Bolden was off balance and got the benefit of the call. She'll get free throws, I believe, on the shot attempt. Media timeout. 4:25 remains in regulation. Oregon State clinging to a 3-point advantage over Pacific, 59-56. You're watching ESPN+. Welcome back inside the Spanos Center in Stockton. Terrific ball game on Valentine's Day. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you may be, as Tiara Bolden tries to build on a 3-point Beaver lead here at the free throw line. She'll have the second one here. She drains the first. Bolden, 88.5%. She's almost automatic, Celeste, at the charity stripe this year.
Money.
Bolden out of Eugene, Oregon, makes both free throws. Back up by 5 are the Beavers of Oregon State. They were down by 11 at halftime. In case you joined us late, trying to break a 3-game skid in the conference are the Beavers. Tigers have won 2 of the last 3. Bartholomew trapped, turnaround jumper under pressure. Good defense there by Laura Alonso. Forced her to miss the shot. Bartholomew now 5 of 17 from the floor in the ballgame. 11 points, 8 rebounds for her. Schuler has her pocket picked as she lost control. Nesterov 2-on-1 developing, and then from behind, Bolden accelerates and pokes it away from behind herself. How about that sprint by Bolden to get the ball back for the Beavers?
It was a nice defensive play there by Nesterov, and just no one gave her a heads up that Bolden was barreling down.
Pure athleticism there by Bolden. 3.5 to go in the ball game. 5-point lead for Oregon State. Shot out on the perimeter, misses, and Bartholomew grabs her 9th rebound. Bradley Davis up in front of us, calls out the play set. Player-to-player defense here by Oregon State. Bartholomew fakes the perimeter shot, then gets it out to Zabo. Stella can't put enough English on it. Tough shot there against good pressure by Oregon State. And now with 3 minutes to go in regulation, Oregon State with possession and a 5-point lead. Celeste, wonder if they're going to just utilize some clock now, and looks like they will.
Yeah, looks like they're definitely slowing it down, really being strategic on what play they're going to run here. Chew out the clock.
In his 16th year, Scott Ruick wants the high post pick and roll, doesn't get it. Instead, Schuler does what she does best, just get to the basket, draw the foul. That's going to go on Bartholomew. She will have fouled out, and did not know she had 4. Somehow she got that 4th foul a little bit ago, and Bradley Davis rolled the dice there to keep her in the game late. Well, Bradley Davis wondering how she had 5 as well.
I think everybody thought she had 4.
I didn't see when she got her 4th foul. It was news to Bradley Davis as well. So somebody on the Tigers bench has to point that out to Coach Davis. Louisa Anderegg will take the spot of Bartholomew. That's a big offensive loss for the Tigers.
Huge offensive loss.
Well, Schuler proving she's human here. Celeste misses a free throw as she looks for her 26th point now, as the Tigers trailing by 5 at the moment. Schuler misses both. Tigers need a basket here. On the left wing, Zabo. Anderegg hasn't played a lot today, has to come in at crunch time. Nesterov tries to juke the defender, does so, gets to the rack and scores. Beautiful stutter step, getting around Schuler and scoring is Nesterov. It's a three-point ball game, 61-58. Nesterov has 17 points to lead the Tigers this afternoon offensively. 8 of 13 from the floor. Bolden tries to draw the foul away from the basketball. It could have been a technical foul as nothing was called. And then to the rim, Tiara Bolden with a beautiful athletic move. Tigers throw it away in the backcourt, and Oregon State will pull it out wisely. What a sequence there. Bolden got around and got the easy one inside, and then Oregon State turns the Tigers over on the inbound pass. Schuler wide open. They let her shoot, and then she scores. Big bucket there. 65-58, and a 7-point lead all of a sudden with a minute and a half to go, Celeste.
Schuler has just been phenomenal shooting this game, just unstoppable.
28 points for her. Now she gets another deflection. Is going to go for 30 points with a layup and does so. And that will probably do it as the Tigers trail by 9 with 1:05 to go. And it's the Oregon State defense that really ratcheted up in the offensive intensity. Down by 11 at halftime, and they're going to be up by 7 after Nesterov drains the jumper to make it a 7-point lead. 32nd timeout here, Celeste. Only 56 seconds remain. The Tigers trail by 3 possessions and 7 points.
Yeah, this is why we always say defense wins games. Oregon State just, down by 11 at half, Don, and then came back really working on defense, working, trying to get those turnovers, trying to get those rebounds, having those second chance points, now with 14 in the game and bringing their offense to life.
Well, just like Santa Clara did to Oregon State in the second half up at Corvallis on Thursday night when the Broncos scored 51 points against Oregon State in a blitz. Oregon State has taken it to the Tigers here in Stockton in the second half after Oregon State scored 22 points in the first 2 quarters. Have 42 points here in the second half themselves. So
they've been very disciplined on their offense, setting up those plays.
Full court pressure against Pacific. Player-to-player defense. Now they want to trap at midcourt. They have 3 Tigers there at midcourt to force the ball out of the hands. Tigers have 3 team fouls. Now they'll have to play the foul game. That'll be the 4th team foul. It'll take 1 more to get them to the line. Well, if you're looking at the Beavers lineup right now, you don't want to foul ideally Bolden or Villa. They're both automatic. Caitlin Field is going to come out of the ballgame. Schimmel, not a good free throw shooter. The inbounder here, Celeste, you wonder if the Tigers are aware of that and maybe can somehow, some way foul her. Bolden instead takes the inbound pass, gets around Zabo. Tigers double team. You got to foul.
Right.
You got to foul. Tigers are not fouling. Now, 2 fouls that they didn't call, and then Ward runs into the screener, Kennedy Schuler, and the foul is called. But you got to do that earlier in the possession. You're down by 3 possessions. Took a long time to foul, and Schuler is the one who got fouled.
I think the Tigers were thinking, with Bolden being 88% of the line, let's not foul her. But as time ticked by, like you said, Don, you got to get that foul.
Kennedy Schuler, the player of the game, 30 points in this basketball game. She had 10 at halftime, so not a mathematician, Celeste, but that means she had 20 here in the second half.
It's good math there, Don.
Pretty good math for a college graduate.
Yeah.
Ward and Bolden getting tangled down low, and out of frustration, Sydney Ward not happy. The free throw is good. It's 68-60. And that'll lead to the full timeout. We'll take the quick break on ESPN Plus. The Tigers trail by 8 with 29 seconds left on ESPN Plus. Tigers have 1 timeout remaining. Oregon State has 3 timeouts. The full shot clock. The Tigers advance the basketball off of the timeout, trailing by 8. Still a 3-possession ball game. Danielle Johnson gives the Tigers the timeout. They had trouble getting it inbounds there. Good defense again by Oregon State, Celeste. Now you're out of timeouts if you're Bradley Davis, so you got to go over a couple of things here. Mainly, should you score a basket, what zone full court pressure you're going to put on Oregon State and who you're going to foul ideally.
Right.
If you don't get the steal.
Right. On the offense, Minderman can hit these threes in these pressure situations and really get the ball in bound. So we'll look for Minderman probably to offensively score. And then on defense, they're going to have to foul whoever has that ball.
Next up for Oregon State, they get back on the home floor. They'll take on the Portland Pilots on Thursday at 6 o'clock up in Corvallis. Ball deflected is off the inbound pass by Zabo. The Tigers turn it over, and then Zabo hand checks the Beaver player who goes down. That's Villa, who goes down with a contact, pops back up. The Tigers will get back on the floor, Celeste, after this bitter defeat, after being up by 11. They'll be back in action next Thursday against the USF Dons here on the home floor. That is going to be a big basketball game for both teams, positioning-wise, as they get to the last 2 weeks of WCC play.
Yeah, and like you said, you know, before Dawn, every position matters, and just really battling it out each game, put yourself in the best situation for the tourney.
Villa makes them both, makes it a 10-point lead, and with 20 seconds to go, Schuler's not giving the Tigers anything. Nesterov and Bolden bodies up Daria. She'll get to the free throw line for a pair. If they say it's a shooting foul, it's a 4th team foul on Oregon State, so they do take it. Tigers inbound it, look for a 3. Instead, pulling up short of the 3 is Nesterov. And Oregon State with the rebound, they'll dribble it out here. And it'll be a Beaver win, 70-60 it looks like, and that'll break the 3-game losing streak for Coach Scott Ruick and his Oregon State Beavers. And that is that. There's the horn sounding the end of the basketball game, and Oregon State, who trailed by 11 points at halftime, win by 10 as a tremendous second half by Oregon State. They win it 70-60 in a tough loss. With the win, Oregon State improves. Check, I believe that's now 18-9 overall for Oregon State. The Tigers fall to 10-14. The Tigers fall to 10-15, my apologies, and then 5-9 in the conference play. And the Tigers let one get away here today, Celeste, against a very talented Oregon State school who played a perfect second half.
Yeah, you know, Tigers did such a great job, you know, coming back after that first quarter to get that 11-point lead in the second half. And so to come out and lose this game just it has to be really devastating for them.
All right, men are going to play tonight here in the Spanos Center. We'll quickly wrap this one up, Celeste. Don't have the full stats in front of us yet. Down in Los Angeles real quick, LMU with a 4-point advantage with 44 seconds to go against Gonzaga at 67-63 in battle of first place. And boy, too much Oregon State in the second half, but I think the Tigers just weren't aggressive in that third quarter.